Hello everyone. Today I want to share with you my little version of Tin Man from the Itty Bitties collection, and I think that he's kind of cute, and I did not add like all of this in there because it wasn't really necessary. I didn't think it was really that necessary because, hold on, let me get you a better view. Because he is, you can obviously plainly see he's the Tin Man. So, with that said, I had a little bit of trouble figuring out a nice little shaped heart that would be easy for everyone to follow along with. So this is a little bit, this one I would say is a little bit more extensive, in detail and everything. So it's a little bit harder. And then I also decided to come up with a little tiny heart because I couldn't make this much smaller as far as getting the detail in there, but I figured, okay, well, I just wanted the clock look to the heart because it's kind of, that's his symbol, right? So that's what I did with this one, but I'm going to also show you how to make a little bit more of an easier way of making an easy charm to just throw on there instead of having to go through all this work if you don't want to. So there's going to be a few options for the heart. So, okay, what you'll be needing is, I use a yarn needle and a stitch marker and a hook. And you'll be needing some stuffing, and you're going to be needing some weight for the bottom if you want him to be able to stand up. Now, Tin Man is even more so top heavy than the others because of his hat. So I have trouble getting him to stand up anyway. But maybe you could put like 2 extra, like I use the little gems, just like you've seen in my other videos, and I don't have one out right now, somewhere. Anyway, but I use these little gems that I get at the dollar store. You can probably see this one in there. But this one doesn't seem to be holding him. Like, the weight is just not enough. So if you want, you can probably try to add two gems to the bottom, or more weight with beans or C-clips. I don't think C-clips are very heavy, but I would add something with a little bit more weight to it. Maybe a rock. I don't know. Whatever you can come up with. So, alright, let's get started. Alright, first off, we're going to start with the heart, and I'm going to do the easier one first. So we're going to take 2 bands, and we're going to wrap them around our hook once, and then wrap them around our hook twice. We're going to take 2 more bands, wrap them around our hook once, grab all the bands, and wrap it around our hook twice. Then we're going to take 1 band, wrap it around our hook once, pull those 2 bands, wrap it around our hook twice. Then we're going to take 1 or 2 bands, and we're going to pull all of those clusters onto that band. You can have 2 if you don't feel like 1 is secure enough, depending on the bands that you use, because if you're using rainbow loom bands, you should be okay. Ooh, what I did. But if you're using bands that are a little bit cheaper and you think break easy, or break easy, you might want to use 2 just to be safe. Alright, and then we're going to place that band on our hook and we're going to pull it through itself and create a little slip knot here. And don't pull too tight, but do secure it pretty good. And this is a tiny heart. I'm not going to do any more with this heart. That's it. It is about the same size as the heart on the actual itty bitty. So if you want to use this heart, it's a little easier to make. Go for it. But now we're going to move on to the more difficult heart. I don't really know if I want to say difficult, but but it is a little difficult if you're a beginner. So this is the more detailed heart. So first off, we're going to start out with white, and I'm going to do a magic ring. So we're going to wrap our band around our hook 3 times. So that's 2 and then 3 for 3 loops on our hook. We're going to grab another band and we're going to do a single crochet. So we're going to pull the band through the magic ring, place both loops on our hook, and pull 1 loop through the other. That's the first single crochet. Second single crochet, pulling a band through the same loop, magic ring, place it on your hook, pull it through both loops. And the third, pull the band through, place it on your hook, pull it through both bands, and you have 3 stitches. So that's 1, 2, and 3. The third one is on your hook. Go ahead and take your stitch marker. You may or may not need it, but we're going to do an increase all the way around. So we're going to take our red and we're going to do 2 single crochet in each stitch for an increase, and that'll be 6 single crochet all the way around. So there's 2 in 1 stitch. Move on to your next stitch. We're going to put 2 in there. So now we have 4. Then we're going to your next stitch and do 2 more single crochet. And that's 6. So you can take your stitch marker out. Whoop. And now we're going to go to the next stitch and we're going to take our red and do 2 single crochet in that stitch. Okay, and now we're going to fasten off in the next one. So go through the next stitch, pull your band through all the loops on your hook, and slip knot. Now we're going to go through. Alright, here's the 2. We're going to we're not going to go through this big loop here, but we're going to go through the next one over, and we're going to take 2 single crochet through that stitch. So there's 1, and 2, and we're going to go through this little white stitch down here, and we're going to pull a band through all of that and the loop on your hook, and we're going to slip knot it. And that's the top part of your heart. When you turn it around, you can see a little more white on this side versus that side. So either side is fine. So this is our heart so far. And what I do is I just go through this bottom one here. Oops, sorry, bumped the camera. And I'm going to put a little slip knot band on there for attaching. Okay, now we're going to take 2 black bands and we're going to make our little hands for the clock. So I'm going to go through the middle part where you started your magic ring. I'm going to grab a black band, I'm going to pull it through, I'm going to go off to the side over here. Oops, not there. Kind of in the red. Here, let me see. Push it in there, the red a little bit, and I'm going to pull that through. You can kind of slip knot them, but you don't want to slip knot them too tight because you won't be able to see your lines. So there's one. Go back through the middle, grab the other black band, pull it through. Now you kind of want to go towards the top, so we're towards the top right here. And you're going to grab this other part of your band and pull it through. And you don't want to pull it too tight. You want to make it look like a clock. Okay, so there's the heart right there, and on the other side, if you really want to secure these bands and you feel like they're, you know, you can just take a band and just secure them tight if you feel like they're going to fall apart. And you can have them even looser then. So there's part of there's the heart, and you can do a little adjusting with your bands. Like this white is kind of hanging out on that side and I don't like it, so I'm going to kind of tug it in the back, and there's yeah, you can always tug it in the back and kind of close it up a little more. It'll make more of a heart shape. So, alright, there's your heart. Took a little time, but it is worth it if that's what you want it to look like. Alright, now we're going to be moving on to our head. Alright, now off to the head, and the color that I'm using to do my Tin Man this time is the metallic silver, and they only come 300 in a pack, so I will have the band count in the description below, so no worries. You don't have to use this color. You could always just use gray, or I think these came 300 in a pack too, but these are the dual layered sweets gray color. So these ones are really thick and like a little tougher to work with, but it made him just as big as this guy. So I was like, whoa, because on an average they're not quite as big. My version is not quite as big as like an itty bitty. Let me see, I'll just show you a little sneak peek of one. I'm sure you can guess who that is, but he's not out yet, but he will be. But yeah, they're a little bit slightly smaller. So that was my sneak peek of that one. Just so you know, I plan on doing all the itty bitties if I can. I know there may be a few other tutorials out there that are working on itty bitties, but that was my plan anyway, to find something of my own to start making. So my pattern is different from theirs anyway, so it's okay. It just means great minds think alike. So we're going to start off with the head, and we're going to do a magic ring, which is wrapping your band around your hook 3 times, creating 3 loops. And we're going to do 6 single crochet in each, well, in the magic ring. I guess I'm used to saying in each stitch around, but we're just starting. So and I planned on a couple more Halloween surprises, and kind of the Wizard of Oz story is like a Halloween thing, so this is why I'm doing the Tin Man. Plus he's one of my favorites, and I wanted to do all the rest of the Wizard of Oz characters. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get the time to, but I will do my best. So there's 6 single crochet, and in the next row around we're going to do an increase. So grab your stitch marker, put it on your band on your hook. We're going to increase in every stitch around. That's broken. Can't use that. They're kind of sticking together, these ones. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7 and 8, the next stitch is 9 and 10, and then the next stitch is 11 and 12. Put your stitch marker on the band on your hook. These are pretty stretchy too. So the next row around, which is the 3rd row, it's going to be a single crochet in one stitch and 2 single crochet in the next stitch all the way around. So 1 single crochet in your first stitch, 2 single crochet in the second stitch, and we're repeating that all the way around. So 1 single crochet, and then 2 single crochet in this stitch. No, 1 single crochet, and 2 single crochet, and you should have a total of 18 when you're done. One single crochet, and 2 single crochet. If you ever feel like this is hard to follow along, there are tutorials for beginners, and the lady who does it, her name is Kate Schultz, and she does a really great job in showing you all the beginner steps, and she has some really awesome tutorials also. I mean, I kind of want to make the doll that she's got going on, but that's a lot of bands. But it is cool. But yeah, she'll show you all the beginner steps if you are just starting out, and then just kind of try to work on some easy stuff, like a simple ball shape or something, and then who knows, maybe you'll be doing your own tutorials one day. Alright, should have 18 stitches. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. And now for the fourth row, we're going to do a single crochet in one stitch, a single crochet in the second stitch, and 2 single crochet in the third stitch. And you'll have a total of 24 stitches all the way around. So we have 1 single crochet, and in the next stitch 1 single crochet, and in the next stitch we have 2 single crochet. So every third stitch is 2 single crochets. 1 and 2. Come on. There we go. They're just sticking together, these bands. But I like the color. It's shiny. Alright, so we're repeating the steps. We're going to do 1 in this stitch, 1 single crochet in the next stitch, and 2 single crochet in the third stitch. And just repeat this all the way around. So, like one of my Halloween favorites, and I think a lot of people agree with me. Alright, 1 single crochet in this one, 1 single crochet in the next stitch, and 2 single crochet in the next one. But I think a lot of people agree with me that candy corns are a favorite when it comes to Halloween. 2 single crochet in this one. And I made a candy corn, and he was a bit too wide for a candy corn. I thought, oh, I don't know. So I made him. Alright, we're going to do 1 single crochet here, and I thought, well, you know, I'll put them out there. I'm just going to downsize the sides of them. 1 single crochet here, and I was just like, well, somebody else has tutorials on candy corns. Well, my pattern is slightly different, so I thought, well, I was kind of discouraged, and I didn't want to do a video of it because I don't want anybody thinking that I'm trying to copy them or anything like that, but because I'm not. I'm trying to come up with my own ideas and put them out there as fast as I can, but it's hard. So, alright, so we did 2, 1, 1, 2. So, I'll put out my candy corn out there anyway. And it's my design, and I know that there's someone out there that has one that's going to be somewhat similar, but the pattern's a little different than mine, and we're both doing the whole hook only thing, so it's gonna look kind of similar, but mine is different. So I'll put it out there. I was a little discouraged about putting it out there, but I know it's Halloween, and I know a lot of people are probably doing a lot of similar projects like Jack Skellington's and like jack-o'-lanterns and Frankensteins and all kinds of stuff. Bats, witches, ghouls, goblins. There's so much out there for Halloween. Like, I came up with a really cool finger puppet for Frankenstein's bride that I'm going to put out there too. I know, I'm telling all my secrets. It's okay though. It'll just give you something to look forward to. Alright, you should have 24 stitches around. So, I'm going to let you do the 5th row on your own because it's only a single crochet all the way around for 24 stitches. So just go ahead, single crochet in each stitch around for 24 stitches, and I'll see you back here. Okay, welcome back. Now we're gonna do our eye row. So if you want to use bands for your eyes, then you would take 2 black bands or whatever eye color you want, wrap them around your hook once, grab them all, wrap them around your hook again, grab one color of your Tin Man. He can be pink, purple, whatever you want. He doesn't have to be gray. That's just a traditional color. So this would be an eye. That is if you wanted to use bands, black bands. But I am going to use beads today for eyes. Oops. Just dropping them everywhere. So just go ahead, and it should be pretty easy. These are the 9mm beads to put your band through. Just like that. So I'll put this one through. There. Alright, so we're still doing a single crochet all the way around. And we're going to put the eyes in stitches 5 and 10. So we're going to count. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, grab your eye, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and grab your eye, and 10. You're just going to single crochet all the way around to your stitch marker. So I have some other Halloween ones that I want to come up with. I wrote down a list of things I want to do for finger puppets, for my itty bitties, and then kind of like some other random stuff, and It's kind of fun. I really got into all this when my niece started getting into it, and then I kind of took it a step further. I seem to do that when I'm really interested in something. Like when I was pregnant with my son, my grandmother, she taught me how to crochet because I wanted to crochet a blanket for him as a keepsake. And when she taught me, she only knew the rippled crochet, and that's the only pattern she knows, and that's what she does. So I wanted to make the granny squares, so I had to kind of teach myself as far as that went. And I went on YouTube and thought there's got to be tutorials on how to crochet, and I started making hats and all kinds of things, and I went a little crazy with it. But that's okay, because this is where that got me eventually. So when you have a love for crochet, this is kind of easy to do. The rubber bands. So now we're going to do 5 more rows. Rows 7 through 11. 1 single crochet all the way around for a total of 24 stitches. And you can pause your video and meet me back here. Okay, now that you have your 5 rows done, we're going on to row 12, and we're going to do a single crochet, and a decrease for a total of 18 stitches. So, oops, gotta make a little crinkly noise. Okay. So we're going to do a single crochet and a single crochet, and we're going to pick up the front loop of this stitch and the front loop of this stitch. So the front loops of the next 2 stitches, and we're going to pull a band through those and pull it through, and that's a decrease. So next stitch, single crochet, next stitch, single crochet, and the next one is a decrease. The next 2 stitches in the front loops, and there's your decrease. Next stitch, single crochet, and the next one single crochet, and in the next 2 stitches we're pulling the front loops on our hook and we're decreasing. And in the next stitch is a single crochet, and in the next stitch is a single crochet, and a decrease in the next 2 stitches, 2 front loops, and there's your decrease. Next stitch, single crochet, next next stitch single crochet, and we're decreasing in the next one, next 2 stitches. There's the decrease, single crochet in the next stitch, single crochet in the next stitch, and in the last 2 stitches we're doing the decrease, putting the front 2 loops on your hook, and there's your decrease. Take your stitch marker, place it on the band on your hook. Now you have 18 stitches around, you can count them, and now our 13th row is going to be a single crochet and a decrease. So we're going to go single crochet, and a decrease, and that'll be a total of 12 stitches all the way around. And then once you have those 12 stitches, we're going to set the head aside, single crochet, and we'll start putting the things together to sew on to our head. There's a decrease, single crochet, and a decrease, these ones like to stick together a little bit. Alright, that was your decrease, and a single crochet. Oops, gotta get in there. And a decrease, and a single crochet, and a decrease, and a single crochet, and in the last one, last 2 stitches is the decrease. There we go. Pull your stitch marker off, put it on the band on your hook. I'm going to take my hook off for now, and you can leave it sit like this. It may or may not go anywhere, but I like to secure it to the next stitch over just to be safe that I'm not gonna lose it. So we'll just set this little thing aside here for now, and we're gonna go and we're going to make the hat and the mouth and ears to attach to the head. So, alright, so for the mouth, we're going to take 2 bands, slip knot them together, set it aside. Really simple. And then for the ears, we're going, well, the mouth I made black. You can make it whatever color you want. And now for the ears, we're going to take 3 bands, wrap them around your hook. Oops, make sure you got them all. Wrap them around your hook once, And this one's going to be a little tighter. We're going to take them all again and wrap them around your hook. You're going to probably want to make sure that you have a metal hook when you do that. So, then we're going to take one, or you can take two bands if you need to. And we're just going to pull all these bands onto that one. I know it's going to look a little difficult, but it is worth it. There. And there's one ear. I'll show you one more time. Here's another ear. 3 bands, wrap around your hook once, take them all again, wrap around your hook twice. Makes a huge cluster of bands. Take another band, pull them all through over that band, pull that band through all of that cluster. There's an ear. So you have 2 ears, set those aside. Now for your hat. Your hat, let me see. We're going to start with a magic ring, which is wrapping your band around your hook 3 times. And this time we're going to pull through 3 single crochet through the magic ring. 1, 2, and 3, because we want to give it that nice point. So that's why there's only 3 at the top. So in the second row, we are going to need another stitch marker. Put it on your band, on your hook, and we're going to increase, so all the way around for a total of 6 stitches. So 2 single crochet in each stitch around. There's 2. Next stitch. It's a little tougher to see when they're not. When there's not as many stitches. Alright, last stitch 2. Okay. Now I'm going to put your stitch marker on the band that's on your hook. You should have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 on my hook. Now we're going to single crochet around. So I'm going to do it with you because it's kind of small yet. So we're going to just do 6 single crochet all the way around. 1, 2, 3, 5 and 6. There you go. Alright, now we're going to single crochet and increase for a total of 9 stitches around. So single crochet, increase in this next one. It's 2 single crochet in this next stitch. And in the next stitch, you're going to do 1 single crochet, and the next stitch you're going to do an increase, which is 2 single crochet, okay, 1 single crochet, and the last one is 2 single crochet for a total of 9 stitches. Woo! We're getting bigger. See? It's getting pointy. Okay, this next row around is single crochet, 9 stitches around, and I'm going to let you do that one on your own. Okay, now that you've done your 1 row of 9 single crochet all the way around, you are going to single crochet, single crochet, single crochet, wait, sorry, I skipped a row, almost skipped a row, didn't skip a row, but I almost did. 2 single crochet and an increase, and that'll be 12 stitches around. So we're gonna go 1 single crochet here, 1 single crochet here, and 2 in this next stitch. So in the 3rd stitch around, you're gonna do 2 single crochet. Alright, so we're going to do 1 single crochet, one single crochet, and an increase in this one, which is 2 single crochet. One single crochet, one single crochet, and 2 single crochet. And there we go for that one. Should have 12. Okay. Now we're going to do 3 single crochet and an increase. So that'll give you 15 single crochet. So it's by 3s. So 1 single crochet, 2 and 3, and then here's where our increase is. So there's going to be 2 single crochet in that one, single, 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 oh, and a double. Dog's barking outside. Or not double, but 2 single crochet. And a single, 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 and 2 single crochet in the last stitch. There we go. Now we're going to do 4 single crochets and an increase for a total of 18 stitches around. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and in the 5th one we're doing 2 single crochet. We're going to do, oops, sorry, okay, we're going to do 1, 1, 1, 1, and 2 in this next one. And then 1, 1, 1, 1, and then 2 in this last one. Okay, stitch marker on your band on your hook, and that should be a total of 18. So now for our next row, we're going to go 5 single crochet and then an increase. So we're going to go 1, and the next one is 1, The next one is 1. And 1. And 1. And in the 6th one, we're going to do 2 for an increase. Okay. Repeat around. So we got 5 singles. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then an increase. One and one more. And then we're going to do 5 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and increase in our last stitch. And now we're going to fasten off. So go in the next stitch over and pull it through all of your bands, put it on your hook, and pull it through the one end on your hook, and pull tight for a slip knot, not too tight. And this is what it looks like so far. The hat. So this is what the hat's gonna look like. You can turn it whichever special way you want it. If it seems like it's bending to one side more than the other, you know, just turn it to where you think it would look good. His looks a little bent towards the right, so that's kind of what I did with this one. So it's all in your preference. And he has a little handle on his, so you can put a little handle there if you like, which I did for this one, but it keeps popping out, so I think I just needed to fasten it a little tighter. But what I did for the handle was I took a band and I wrapped it around my hook once, and I took another band and pulled it through, slip knot, there you go. That's all I did. Nothing crazy. And then I just put it wherever I thought that it would be, you know, inside the hat, wherever I thought would be like a cute little spot for it. And then you can go in there and if you want, you could always attach it with the slip knot at the same time, which would probably be a better idea. I'm going to give it a try. Alright, I'm just going to get a new one. Give it a try. trial and error. Go in this spot of the hat here, pull it through the hat, pull the cap band through, and maybe that'll hold it on there tighter. Take your loose end and pull it through the hat. There. Now only the loops will show. So, alrighty. Now we're going to attach the ears. I already did one over here. And what I do is I just flatten it for a second. There's this is the magic ring that we started the head with. And then we're going to go like one row underneath the eyes on the sides over here. So mine's roughly this one. And I'm going to take my hook and I'm going to grab my ear. And pull in for a slip knot. I'm going to take the band that I attached it with and pull it inside the head to hide it. And that should be your ears. Now for his hat, I did like, it's leaning towards the right. And I have it up above the ear like 1, 2, 3 stitches roughly, 2 or 3 stitches, or 1 on this side. So it all depends on how you want the hat put on. Where's my hat? Right in front of my face. So I just make sure that the handle is on this side, and I'm just gonna lean them on the head wherever I feel like. You can always use little guidelines to show you guidelines. Wow. Just take little like bands of a different color. And you can always stitch them on there, you know, like slip knot them, but not tight. And right now I'm slip knotting a bunch of bands together connected to the hat to attach it to the head. So, and I use a yarn needle for this part, but anyway, you can always take other bands and put them in the place just to keep the hat in its place. Like you could just put a band to here and attach to the head to hold its place. You don't have to though. I mean, you could just be like me and try to freehand it. But a lot of times I would try to make sure that I took it and made sure, you know, just so you know you're putting it where you want it. And every time you do a stitch, you might want to just take a quick look and make sure it's going to land where it should. Mine might not. I don't like to go through the whole head. I just go through the stitches because sometimes I mess up and I catch other bands inside the head that I don't want to, and it always ends up to be a catastrophe and I have to like start over. And but this is what works for me. But if pulling it through the head works for you, just make sure, I'll show you. Just make sure when you're pulling it through the head, I'll show you, and I'll probably mess up when I show you. You push through the whole head, right? Make sure when you're pushing through the whole head that you don't grab any other bands but the ones that you mean to. And I just kind of plugged my phone in. It's gonna die. Sorry. There. Okay. So now you're going back through the head. And this is the point. See? I grabbed another band that I shouldn't have. That's why I don't do that way. So, I'm going to go up here and hope I don't grab any other bands on my way up there. Looks good. So if it's easier for you to do it that way, you are more than welcome to. There is no right or wrong way to create your own creation. You know? You could even do a pink Tin Man and put a bow on it. Like, it could be a girl, a Tin Woman. It wouldn't be a Tin Man. So, I mean, that would be super cute. There's so many ideas. I probably should have done that since I've already done a Tin Man. And I could have done a Tin Woman, and that would have been pretty cool. But it's all up to you. I just might do a Tin Woman, but I won't do a tutorial on it. I'm sure you can do the Tin Man tutorial and find a way to make it look more like a Tin Woman. If that's what you want to do. Some people like that idea. See, now I'm going through the head. Yeah, that's okay. As long as I don't mess up. Okay. So far, so good. So, there we go. It was looking a little blurry to me. There we go. So, but yeah, there's always a little extra things that you can do that I probably don't show in the video to kind of make them look more your style. Whichever that is. Alright, let me see what it looks like. It looks like, I need to turn it there. It looks like a Tin Man. So, and you are more than welcome to stuff the inside of the hat. I didn't feel a need to because it pretty much stands on its own once you get it on there. So I'm going to go on the inside. I'm going to take this off. And if I can get this, since I don't really need this band on here, If I can pull it out. There. Then I can take it to attach it to the head. There we go. All right. I'll bump the camera. I'm good for that. Okay. So far this is what he looks like. And let's put a mouth on him. So his mouth is kind of in between the eyes, like, you know, if you did a little V shape almost, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 roughly right here-ish. And you use your own judgment on what looks good for the mouth on your little guy, because you might have a better technique than I do. Who knows? See, mine's lopsided now. If I wanted him to have a lopsided smile, though, that would be cool. But I kind of don't. I kind of want him to have a bit of a straighter smile. I feel like it's not zooming in. There we go. Because it wasn't. And I took it all apart. Because that's how I do. Alright. I just like to make more work for myself, that's all. No big deal. And my crooked smile. Which is quite alright. There. I think that looks okay. Ta-da! There. Alright. Now we're going to go in here and I'm going to do that. Not really slip stitching it, but adding it to the head somewhere nearby. So you kind of have the loose smile and you can adjust it. There we go. Let that go. See, because I pulled it in a little bit so I can pull it back out and make him smile. Happy. Alright. Now we're going to stuff his head with some kind of stuffing. I got polyfill. You don't have to stuff it a lot, but it's all in your preference. But if you do stuff it a little bit too much, you're going to get one of those things where the polyfill's coming out everywhere, and you don't want that. That's why if I don't have to use polyfill, like on the hat, I don't. Because I don't want to see the little fibers sticking out if I don't have to. So, in this next row around on your head, we're going to decrease all the way around for a total of 6 stitches. So there's a decrease. And you're just pulling up the front loops of 2 stitches, grabbing a band, pulling it through those 2 loops, putting it back on your hook, pulling it through the next 2 loops, and that's your decrease. Once you get going on these things, it's so simple, and sometimes you like mindlessly do it, and then other people look at you like, I have no idea what you're doing. And you're like, oh, it's so easy. And they look at you like, no, it's not. But, I guess it's always, you know, everybody has a knack for something that the other person just does not get. So, this is my thing. I blame my grandma though, okay? She got me into the whole crochet thing, which I think is fun. It's not just for grandmothers. It's for everyone. Okay. Now, oh, we don't need the stitch marker anymore. I just did that out of force of habit. So, we're gonna just pick up whatever loops you can, because we're gonna fasten it off. And usually I can go around and grab at least 4 to 5 loops. So, you know, and then I pull a band through all of them and slip knot it. You can leave that out because that's what we're going to use to attach. Well, you can pull it through actually, and then the body, the one on the body, we can use to attach. So go ahead and pull that in your head, hide it in there somewhere, anywhere. There is the head of your Tin Man. I hope you've had a lot of success. This is my other Tin Man. Yes, different bands are going to make it look a little different. And the way that you stitch them in also has a lot to do with that. But this is what they look like so far. Now we're going to get started on the arms, and you're going to want to make 2 of those. I've already made 1, and for the arm we're going to do a magic ring, which means wrapping your band around your hook 3 times. We're going to pull 6 single crochet through that. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Grab your stitch marker. Alright. We're going to do a single crochet all the way around for a total of 6 stitches. So there's 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, and last one, 6. Okay, so now you're going to do 3 more rows of 6 single crochet all the way around, just like we did. So rows 3 through 5, and then go ahead and meet me back here. Okay, now we're going to take this. Alright, just take your stitch marker off, take another band, go in the next stitch, and we're going to slip knot it. So pull it through all the other bands and slip knot. Then we're going to go kind of squeeze it in half, go on the other side, grab a couple loops, slip knot a band through there. There we go. Now we have our arms. Okay, next we are working on our body. So we're going to start off with the magic ring. So wrap it around your hook 3 times, the band, and we're going to pull in 6 single crochet. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and now we're going to do an increase and each stitch around for a total of 12 stitches. So 2 single crochet. Whoops, hold on. I definitely want to put my stitch marker on there, on the band on my hook. Alright, 2 single crochet and each stitch around. Okay, now in our next row, which is our third row, we're going to do a single crochet in one stitch, and then the next stitch over we're going to do an increase. That's 2 single crochets, and it'll be single crochet, increase, single crochet, increase all the way around. So single crochet for a total of 18 stitches. And then there's 2 single crochet in this stitch. Single crochet. And 2 single crochet in this stitch. Single crochet. And 2 single crochet in this stitch. Single crochet. And 2 single crochet in here. Single crochet. And 2. And single crochet. And the last one is 2. One. And 2. Stitch my sugar back on your hook. Okay, now we're going to do rows 4 through 7 are 1 single crochet all the way around for a total of 18 stitches, which you should already have 18 on your hooks, or on this round. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18 on your hook. So rows 4 through 7, do a single crochet all the way around for a total of 18 stitches. So go ahead and do 4 more rows of single crochet and meet me back here. Alright, now we're gonna do a single crochet and a decrease for a total of 12 stitches around. So here's a single crochet and a decrease is in the front loops of the 2 stitches, the next 2 stitches, and you do a single crochet, single crochet, decrease, front loops of the next 2 stitches, pull through, single crochet, decrease, front loops of the next 2 stitches, pull through, place on your hook, pull through the next 2 loops, single crochet, decrease, single crochet, decrease, single crochet, and a decrease for the last stitch. Alright, now you should have 12 single crochet on your little thing here. So now for the next 3 rows, 9 through 11, you're going to do a single crochet all the way around for a total of 12 stitches. So make sure you have 12 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12th one is on my hook. So you're going to do single crochet, 3 more rows, 12 stitches, and meet me back here. Okay, now we're going to go through the next stitch on our hook, or on our, and we're gonna slip knot it, fasten it off. Alright, so there's the body. Now we're going to grab our little heart and make sure you have it turned the right way. You attach it in the corner. I usually leave this dangly piece towards the back, so we use that to attach the head and the body together. So alrighty, just any little end pieces on your heart that you don't want showing, I would just go ahead and pull them in your body. Okay, there. And now we're gonna make sure you like where it's at. Now I'm gonna take all of these, and I think I'm gonna tie these 2 together over here. Yeah, just attach your heart to the right side of them, or really wherever you want it. Or if you don't want a heart, whatever, that's fine too. And I'm just going to tie them in there. There. And knot it. Looking good. I'm going to have a weight for the bottom. This is just a little large gem that I got from the dollar store. Nothing fancy. just something to stuff it with. And it's not too costly because you get a whole bag for $1. They're just accent gems. So, I mean, I'm sure you don't have to get clear. I'm sure it doesn't matter what color you get in there. But that's what I got. So, alright, now you're going to want your stuffing. I have a new kitty cat, in case you can't tell. He's tiny, he's a kitten, so he likes to play and work me all up. So, alright. Oh, let's attach the arms. We don't want to forget the arms. Alright, let me see. I'm going to put this one right about here. Okay, looks good. I'm going to tie it. Alright. Next arm. Looks good. Okay. Now I'm just going to slip knot a bunch of bands together. To the band that's attached to the body. Roughly like 4 or 5 would be good. Might not even need that many, but anyway. And then usually I use my yarn needle, but I'll show you how to do it with the hook today. So here's the head. We're going to attach the head and body. And also I want to take some different colors and show you that you can place it, like take a couple of the top stitches here. I'll do the front and the front of him. Probably take these ones and not too tight with the slip knot, but just kind of, it's just gonna hold it in place. You can even use C-clips if you wanted to, just to hold it in place. So when you're going around with this, you're not gonna, like, his head's not gonna go like this on accident, or this, or way up here, or something. It's gonna be just right. So make sure you have that stuffed, and we'll get started on putting him together. That looks good, huh? Okay. I think I'm gonna go. You can always add more bands too, like to the sides, just to give it a quick, just so you have them in place really well. Alright, now we'll just go ahead and get them. It's much easier with the tapestry needle, or yarn needle, or whatever you want to call it. I always say tapestry. Alright. And then the next one over. And don't forget to keep checking your work, see if it's going on okay, or if it turned on you somehow, or you never know. But it's good to keep double checking as you're going and make sure you got it right the first time if you can. I prefer the yarn needle because it's so much faster, number one. But for those who don't have a yarn needle and they're kind of iffy about how to do it with the hook, I want to make sure that you are fully understanding my videos when I say if you don't need a yarn needle. Just in case you haven't watched many other videos out there, but I'm sure most people who watch these ones have. Alright, we will switch this one out with this one. And if you need to add more bands, it's okay. It's not hard to do. With this. Like if you were working with yarn, you'd have to make sure you had a little more than you needed. Here we go. Okay. Almost there. Gotta tuck that in there. We're getting closer. And he's looking good. Okay. Let's see if I can't undo this one. It's kind of tight. Okay. Oops. Well, that was a fail. Let's see. Trying to push my hook in there to get it out. I pulled it a little tight, but it's okay, I got it. There. Alright, we're going to go in here, take a band and fasten it off with the slip knot. And we're going to hide it in our head or in our body or wherever you feel like hiding it. Okay, here's my little tin man. Hopefully you like him. Get that out of the way. Okay, see the difference in size? This is the dual layer bands, and this is, you know, your average bands. So the difference in size is pretty crazy. Well, not crazy, but I mean it's different. You can tell. But cute either way. My heart keeps looking different to me, like I did it the same way, but it looks a little different than this one for some reason. Whatever I did to it. Different bands or something. Okay, so But here he is, and this is the Itty Bitties version. So if you want, you know, you're more than welcome to add the eyebrows and the little extra things. You know, it's cute, but my creation is a bit small, so it's hard to fit all that in there without making it look a little too clustered. So I didn't really want to cluster them up or make them too difficult for anyone. I didn't want to shy anyone away from making my creation just because they thought it was too in depth with all the little nooks and crannies. I really didn't want to make it too difficult. So there he is. Dual layer bands and single layer. Hope you like him. Have a nice day. Bye.